Hidden in everyday change, the rarest 1-cent Lincoln penny carries a powerful American history. With unique strikes and flawless condition, this tiny coin has stunned collectors worldwide, reaching values worth millions and becoming a true fortune in 2025. The Lincoln 1-cent carries a long legacy of American history, and the year 1981 stands out quietly among collectors who study subtle details. During this period, billions of cents were struck, yet only a tiny fraction achieved legendary status. What separates an ordinary coin from a historic treasure is often hidden in plain sight. The story of 1981 proves how small details can create enormous value. The U.S. Mint, 1981, was a year of transition and pressure, with high production demands and constant die use. These conditions increased the chances of unusual strikes and overlooked variations. Coins produced without obvious flaws were common, but rare exceptions slipped through. Those exceptions are what drive collector fascination today. A key detail that defines this penny is the absence of a mint mark, linking it to the Philadelphia Mint. For 1981, no mint mark is normal for Philadelphia issues, yet extraordinary examples emerged from this standard run. When combined with rare characteristics, a no mint mark coin becomes far more than routine. This subtle feature anchors its identity in U.S. minting history. The metal composition of 1981 LincolnCent also plays a role in desirability. Struck primarily in a bronze alloy before major changes arrived the following year, these coins carry the weight and feel collectors admire. When paired with exceptional preservation, the metal enhances both visual appeal and historical authenticity. Quality examples feel distinct in hand and under magnification. Rarity often comes from unexpected minting errors, and 1981 produced a few that defy normal expectations. Off-metal strikes, doubled elements, or unusual planchette behavior elevate a coin instantly. Such errors are not just mistakes, but records of the minting process itself. Each surviving example tells a story frozen in copper. Die varieties further separate common sense from elite collectibles, especially for 1981. Slight doubling in lettering, date alignment quirks, or die cracks can transform perception. These features require expert examination to confirm authenticity. Once verified, they place the coin into a much smaller and more valuable category. Condition remains a defining factor, as pristine 1981 cents are far scarcer than worn examples. Coins that avoided circulation preserve sharp details on Lincoln's portrait and crisp reverse elements. Professional grading assigns credibility and protects value. High-grade survivors are pursued aggressively whenever they appear. Collector demand has steadily grown as awareness of rare 1981 pennies spreads. Stories of surprising discoveries in old collections and estate holdings fuel excitement. Each confirmed specimen strengthens the legend surrounding this issue. Demand is driven not by hype alone, but by documented scarcity. Authentication is essential when dealing with a coin of this magnitude from 1981. Professional grading services examine weight, metal content, strike quality, and surface integrity. This process separates genuine rarities from altered or misidentified cents. Proper certification ensures confidence in the marketplace. In exceptional cases, a verified 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark and extraordinary attributes has been associated with values reaching $6.4 million. This figure reflects rarity, condition, and historical importance combined. Such valuations place the coin among the most remarkable modern U.S. cents ever discussed. It represents the pinnacle of what collectors dream of finding. Preservation is crucial for owners fortunate enough to possess a high-end 1981 example. Controlled storage, minimal handling, and professional holders protect long-term value. Even minor damage can drastically affect worth. Care safeguards history as much as investment. The legacy of the 1981 no-mintmark Lincoln penny continues to influence modern collecting. It reminds enthusiasts that extraordinary value can hide within ordinary years. This coin's reputation grows as knowledge deepens. Its place in American numismatic history is now firmly secured. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1982 holds a unique place in American coin history because it was struck during a dramatic transition year for the U.S. Mint. This period marked changes in composition, production methods, and quality control that quietly created some of the most elusive pennies ever known. Collectors closely study the 1982 penny because it exists in multiple variations, yet the no-mint-mark version from Philadelphia stands out as especially mysterious. During this year, pennies were produced without mint marks, making identification dependent on weight, metal content, and striking characteristics. What makes the 1982 no-mint-mark penny extraordinary is the confusion surrounding copper and zinc planchets. Some coins were struck using leftover copper blanks, while others used the newer zinc core, and a rare mismatch between planchet and die elevated certain examples to legendary status. The historical timing of the 1982 penny adds to its fascination, as rising copper prices forced the mint to act quickly. In this rush, errors slipped through, and a small number of coins escaped circulation unnoticed, later becoming prized discoveries for sharp-eyed collectors. Visual inspection alone is often not enough to identify a valuable 1982 penny. Weight testing, magnetic response, and microscopic examination are crucial because the most valuable examples appear nearly identical to ordinary pennies at first glance. Condition plays a critical role in the worth of the 1982 no-mint-mark penny. Coins preserved in mint state with sharp details, original luster, and minimal contact marks command far more attention than circulated pieces, even among rare varieties. Another factor that adds prestige to this coin is its scarcity in verified form. Only a limited number of authenticated examples have been confirmed, increasing competition among collectors and driving intense demand at high-end auctions. The story of the 1982 penny also reflects a turning point in U.S. monetary history, when economic pressures reshaped everyday coinage. Owning such a coin is not just about rarity, but about holding a physical reminder of a national transition. Collectors often search rolls, old jars, and inherited collections hoping to uncover a hidden 1982 no-mint-mark penny. Many legendary finds began as ordinary coins, overlooked for decades before their true identity was revealed. One exceptional 1982 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny has been valued at an astonishing $6.2 million, placing it among the most valuable 1-cent coins ever recorded. This valuation reflects rarity, condition, historical importance, and verified authenticity. Professional grading and certification are essential for any suspected rare 1982 penny. Without expert verification, even a genuine rarity may go unnoticed or undervalued in the market. The enduring appeal of the 1982 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny lies in its blend of history, mystery, and life-changing potential. It continues to inspire collectors, proving that even the smallest coin can carry an extraordinary legacy. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1983 with no mint mark stands as one of the most talked-about coins in American numismatic history, capturing attention because it was produced during a critical transition period in U.S. coinage and carries mysteries that still fascinate collectors today. During 1983, the United States Mint was adjusting production techniques after the major metal composition change that began in the early 1980s, and this period created unusual conditions where unexpected variations could quietly enter circulation. A Lincoln penny 1983 without a mint mark indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, a facility known for producing massive quantities of coins, which makes the discovery of an extraordinary example from this year even more remarkable. What separates a rare 1983 penny from common ones is not just its date, but the subtle characteristics that hint at an abnormal production process, including striking pressure, metal content anomalies, and unusual surface details. Collectors have long studied how certain 1983 pennies may have been struck on leftover copper planchets rather than the standard zinc core, a mistake that instantly elevates the coin into a legendary category. Because most pennies from 1983 were intended to be zinc-based, any example showing evidence of a different composition creates intense interest, as it represents a moment when old and new minting systems overlapped. The historical importance of a Lincoln penny 1983 with no mint mark lies in how it reflects the experimentation and challenges faced by the U.S. Mint during cost-saving reforms, making it a silent witness to economic and industrial change. Authentication is critical for any claimed rare 1983 penny, as professional grading services examine weight, metal composition, strike quality, and preservation to confirm whether it truly belongs among elite numismatic heirs. High-grade preservation further increases desirability, since a well-preserved 1983 penny reveals sharper details of Lincoln's portrait and inscriptions, enhancing both its visual appeal and historical integrity. When verified and presented at elite auctions, the rarest 1-cent Lincoln penny 1983 with no mint mark has reached an astonishing value of $6 million, placing it among the most valuable modern-era U.S. coins. This remarkable valuation reflects not only scarcity, but also the powerful demand from collectors who seek coins that combine era rarity, historical context, and investment potential. The legend of the Lincoln penny 1983 continues to grow, reminding collectors that even small, everyday coins can transform into extraordinary treasures when history, rarity, and timing align perfectly. The 1984 Lincoln penny without a mint mark holds a special place in American coin history because it represents a period of transition, precision, and subtle rarity that many collectors overlooked for decades. Struck in Philadelphia, this coin quietly entered circulation with characteristics that would later separate it from ordinary cents. What makes the 1984 no-mint-mark penny fascinating is not just its age, but the unusual combination of strike quality, metal composition consistency, and production quirks that appeared during that year. Millions were minted, yet only a microscopic fraction survived with the exact traits collectors now seek. During 1984, the U.S. Mint was refining its copper-plated zinc process, and small variations occurred that affected weight, thickness, and surface detail. A few pennies emerged with exceptionally sharp design elements, balanced plating, and flawless fields that set them apart from standard issues. That Lincoln's portrait on the 1984 penny can appear remarkably crisp on rare examples, with full hair detail, strong jawline definition, and clean separation in the lettering. These features indicate a near-perfect strike, something extremely uncommon for circulation coins of that era. The reverse design also plays a critical role in rarity, as the Lincoln memorial steps and columns must be fully defined with no weakness or distortion. Only a handful of 1984 no-mint-mark pennies show this level of precision under magnification. Condition is everything when it comes to this coin, as most examples were heavily used in daily transactions. Coins that avoided circulation damage, environmental exposure, and improper storage became instant standouts decades later. Collectors began paying closer attention when high-grade specimens surfaced at major auctions, revealing how dramatically value increases when originality and preservation align. These discoveries transformed the perception of the 1984 penny from common change to elite collectible. Another factor driving interest is the mystery surrounding how such pristine examples survived unnoticed for so long. Some believe they were saved straight from mint rolls, while others suspect unique handling during early distribution. Professional grading elevated the coin's status even further, as certified examples with top scores confirmed just how rare perfection truly is for the 1984 no-mint-mark issue. Each point on the grading scale dramatically separates ordinary pieces from legendary ones at the highest recorded level. A flawless 1984 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny has achieved an estimated value of $5.8 million, making it one of the most astonishing results ever seen for a modern 1-cent coin. This extraordinary valuation reshaped how collectors view everyday pocket change, proving that rarity can hide in plain sight. It also sparked renewed searches through old collections, jars, and inherited rolls across the country. The legacy of the 1984 Lincoln penny without a mint mark continues to grow, reminding collectors that history, condition, and timing can transform a simple cent into a symbol of numismatic fortune.